Kenneth Hollins here with HollinsMusic.com. What I have for you today is the song Bless the Lord. This was originally recorded by Andre Crouch, and so I'm going to be showing you how to play this song. In my opinion, it's a gospel music classic that I really believe that every gospel keyboardist or piano player really should know how to play. And so I'm going to show you how to play this. Of course, I will demonstrate it, then go back and break it down so that you can learn it as well. I'm also going to put some additions in there, some alternate chords or some different progressions just to spruce it up a little bit, and hopefully there'll be something in there that you can take and incorporate into what it is that you already do as well. Okay, I hope you enjoy this. Again, it's entitled Bless the Lord, and it's originally by Andre Crouch. All right, here we go. All right, okay, so now let's break this down. Again, now, this is Bless the Lord on my soul, and we're doing it in the key of E flat major. So I'm going to show you these chords that I'm playing, okay? So I started like this, okay? This is basically an E flat major chord, and I'm playing it like this. And that's what I'm doing with my right hand. Now with my left hand, I'm simply playing E flat, B flat, and G, okay? It's an E flat chord, and I have it spread out, okay? So I put that together, and then we go here. It's simply an E diminished chord. The left hand is E and D flat. Right hand is B flat, D flat, G, B flat, okay? And then we go here. This is an F minor 11 chord. The left hand is F, E flat. Now I'm playing it with my right hand, A flat and B flat with my thumb. Okay, so 2 notes with my thumb, then C, E flat, G, and B flat. Okay, now I know that may be a wide stretch for some people with their right hand. So if that's too wide of a stretch, we can simplify it, and you can do this: A flat, C, E flat, and G. Okay, whatever's comfortable for you. You can do that, or you can do that. Okay. So we start it again. Bless the Lord. Then we go to the diminished. Oh, my soul. Okay. This is what I did. First time, I believe I went to the B flat dominant 7 right here. And then we have B flat, A flat, left hand, right hand is C, D, F, B flat. And then, and all. Okay, so that's an easy transition. So we move from here, and notice the D just moves down a half step. Okay, so that changes it from D dominant 7 to D minor 9. And then we do this little walk up, real standard. Real standard. Okay. Left hand, I'm playing a 5th, E flat and B flat. Right hand is just simply B flat, E flat, G, just E flat chord. Okay, this is a D flat chord over F. Okay, notice how I'm doing it. That's the right hand. Left hand is, okay, it's just simply an E flat chord, but with G as the bass note, or you can look at it like it's first inversion. Left hand is G, E flat. Right hand is B flat, E flat, and B flat again. So, then we go here. This is simply A flat major with a 2 in there. It's just an A flat major chord. That's all it is. Okay, and then left hand is A flat, E flat. Right hand is B flat, C, E flat, B flat. And then I go here, so an F minor chord with an A flat bass note. But I have it voiced like this: A flat and F, C and A flat. Okay, and traditionally they do something like this. You can do that. Going to the B diminished, going to the C minor 7. Okay, but I did something different. Instead of doing it, I did this. Okay, D minor 11 right here. Left hand is D natural, right hand is F and G. Playing that with my thumb. I do that quite a bit. So both notes with my thumb, A, C, E. And then G on the top. See, G is the melody note. So that's why it works, because that melody note is still ringing out. So we have, bless the Lord, oh my soul. Then we go to, and on. Okay. And then we walk it up. So now we keep that melody on the top. Excuse me. That's why it works. Okay? So many different things we can do. We can do that. Go to the G7 right there. Let me show you that. This is simply D flat dominant 7. The left hand is D flat, right hand is F, B, and F. Okay, then we go to the C minor right here. I also have that F in there and then B flat. So it's a C minor 7, and I have an 11 in there as well. The left hand is C and E flat. Okay, I'm playing it like that. If that's too wide of a stretch, you can do that. Okay, whatever's comfortable for you. And then my right hand is F, G, B flat, E flat. Okay, and then I like to do this instead of just an F7, which you can do and it works well. I like to change it up to this. So it's almost like you're just doing an F7 with a flat 5, okay? Now you also can throw in the 13 and the 9, okay? I'm not trying to throw too many numbers at you, but it's simply like a G major triad with this, with the left hand, okay? Essentially, that's what it looks like you're doing, okay? But let me give you the voicing that I'm using. F, E flat, right hand is A, B, D, and G, okay? Okay, real standard. This is simply a B flat suspended. Left hand is B flat, right hand is A flat, B flat, okay, 2 notes with the thumb, C, E flat, G. Okay, I could just move that G down to the F, okay? Sometimes I take the E flat out when I move the G to the F. Or you can just leave it the same. Then we resolve. It's simply a B flat major chord. It's a drop 2 voicing. Okay, left hand is B flat, F, and D. And then a little standard little turn here. Okay. Specifically, I believe I did this. Okay. Okay. It's so many different ways you can do that. That's a real standard gospel thing. That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Another way. Okay, so it's so many different ways you can approach that. Okay. Okay. Left hand is E flat D, B natural to B flat. Right hand is B flat and E flat, and the B flat moves to A flat. Then we resolve on the G. Put them together. All right, and then we go to the next part. I'm simply doing E diminished again, just like in the beginning of the song. Okay, same chord, same voicings. E flat, this is E flat minor 11. F, E flat. Okay, and I threw this little move in there. Okay, that's something I like to do. Okay, so when I have a suspended going to a dominant 7 to a 1, okay, so it's almost giving you the impression of a 2-5-1 progression. We're in the key of E flat, so of course the 2 would be F, and the 5 would be B flat, and then the 1 would be E flat. Okay, so it's almost like you're doing a 2, 5, 1. But what I did was, instead of the 2 on the F, I played the same chord with my right hand, but I started on the B flat, and then the 5 chord, and instead of going straight to the 1, I threw this in there. Okay, which is basically this chord right here. And I just simply played a half step below it, going up to it. Okay, I do that quite a bit. And then with the left hand, I'm playing B flat, D, and A flat. Okay, that's one of my favorite little things to do. I'm gonna show you a little shortcut way that I think about it. Now I could technically tell you what it is. It's a B flat dominant 7, sharp 5, and flat 9. That's what it is technically. But an easy way to think about it is whatever the root is of the chord that you're playing, and you want to play the chord that has that sound, that right there, you simply look at your bass note, which is B flat, and you go up a half step. Okay, so a half step up from B flat would be B natural, right? Okay, so then what I will do is play that minor chord like that. Okay, B flat is the root, but I want to go up a half step from the root, play that minor chord, and that's going to be the triad that I play with my right hand, okay, over the dominant 7 with my left. Okay, so essentially it's like that: the dominant 7 without the 5th, and then I go up from the root a half step and play that minor triad like that. But I simply invert that minor triad to second inversion. Okay, that's how I think about it. And then I'll do a little side step. That's what I do. Okay. So whenever you're coming from your 5 going to your 1, no matter what key you're in, you can play that with your left hand and find a half step above whatever your root is, and then figure out what that minor triad is, put it in second inversion, side step it. You can do more than just a half step, whatever you want to do, and then you to the 1. Okay, so that's a little tip right there. Okay, all right, so then it goes to the next part. He has done great things. So and he. Okay, I love classical music, so I try to put a little classical flavor right there. And you get it from that little turn is right there. Okay, left hand is simply, you just going down the E flat major scale, starting on E flat, D, C, B flat, and instead of going to A flat, you play the A. Okay, that's where the chord will fall right there. Okay, and then the left hand is doing the same thing, going down the scale. So just the E flat major scale, that's all it's doing. And instead of playing A flat, we do A natural, because the chord now becomes an F major chord. All right, so this is what we're doing. And I do a little turn right there to get to the C. So in slow motion. Okay, regular speed. And then sometimes I do this. Okay, so instead of going from an F major to B flat major like that, I'll go from this to like that. So it still gives you the same kind of sound as B flat major, but with a separate bass note or in a different inversion. You can look at it like it's first inversion. Okay, so again. So I'll really try to work that little area to give it kind of like a classical type of feel. So when we get to that point, you can do that little move again. Then when it gets to he has, so he. Okay, and it's just simply you just take the simple chords that you're playing, F major with an E flat bass note, and so I work that. Do a little turn right there. You can really try to do some stuff with it. So you can just try to be creative right there and just see what you can come up with, okay? But basically, so it's an F major chord right there, F major over E flat, then it's B flat major over D, okay? So we can do all kind of little things. Then we set it up for the next chord. This is simply G flat minor 7 flat 5. Sometimes I like to sidestep that, like that. You know, that's becoming a very common thing in gospel piano now. A lot of musicians do that, where they do what I call it sidestepping, and you have a target chord that you're going for. I just did it a second ago. Say, for example, this is the target chord, and it works really well when with your right hand it looks like a minor triad, because if you look at it, see, it looks like B flat minor. Now technically, we know this G minor 7 flat 5, but if you just isolate the right hand, it looks like B flat minor. So when it looks like you have a minor chord with your left hand, you can really work that. Okay? As long as you get to that target chord, it'll work. Okay? All right, then we go here. It's just C dominant 7. Go here. Now, normally that's what you would do, but I want to reharmonize it. And so one of the tools that I use to reharmonize my chords in my song sometimes is I take that melody note, let the melody note stay on the top, but then change the chord completely. Like something like that. So technically, we would go to E flat major over G, but I changed it to C major over G, just for a split second, and just to throw in something different. So that's called reharmonizing. So here we go. Okay, back to that diminished again. Back to the F minor 11. Now this is a little different. This is B flat, D, A flat right hand is B, D, E natural, G. Okay. Simply E flat major. Little walk up. Just a little melody, little line. Okay. That's just like what we did earlier. Now, if that's too wide of a stretch, what you can do is you can do this, like that. That's a C minor. So we have G, D natural, and F. All right. So I'm doing a lot of the same chords over and over again. Now let's do a little turnaround. B diminished. Okay, real standard little walk up. C minor 7. D diminished. Okay. E flat major 6. And we throw that little melody in there. And we go to that chord. Okay, that's the dominant 7, sharp 11, 13 right there. Okay. And then left hand is F, E flat, right hand is A flat, B, E flat, G. Okay, sometimes I love to do that and throw in this. Now the thing that makes that sound dissonant like that, and a dissonant chord is a chord with crunch in it. That's what I call it. It has edge or notes that sometimes you would think they're mistakes, but they're not. It's intentional because you want to have that tension in the chord. It really adds to it sometimes. And it's the B flat against the B. But in context, and then here it go. Here it is. Okay? So it works. Okay. Okay, a little moving note right there. Okay. All right, that is the song, Bless the Lord. I'm going to play it one more time for you, and then hopefully you can take some of these chords and incorporate them in what it is that you already do. Or if you don't know the song, hopefully you can learn it and you can start playing it yourself, okay? All right, here we go. One more time, Bless the Lord.